Hey guys, it's Taylor and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you know whenever I upload. In all seriousness, y'all, today I am reviewing the newest fragrance from Kayali that just hit the market, and it is Miss Yum Boujee Marshmallow. Y'all, I have some thoughts, so we're just gonna jump right on into it. Note, y'all, if I sound any different, I am so sorry because I am getting over a cold, but I did want to get this video out just in case there's people who have been on the fence about buying it, or you haven't even bought it, or you haven't sniffed it at all, just so you can have some sort of a review. Before we get into my full thoughts on this fragrance, I do want to of course give y'all some of the specs. So this fragrance comes in 3 different sizes, 4 different bottle types. The mini sizes both come in 0.34 fluid ounces or 10 mLs. One of them is this travel perfume spray, and then another one is the mini version of the bigger bottle, which I'm sure you guys have seen before. The price point for this travel size spray is $29, and then for the actual bottle version of the mini size, that one retails for $32. For the standard size, the next size up is the 1.7 fluid ounce or the 50 ml, which retails for $100, and then the largest size that this fragrance comes in is the 3.4 fluid ounce or 100 ml, which retails for $138. Personally, I opted to get the travel size. I actually wanted the mini bottle travel size version, but they didn't sell it in stores at Sephora and I didn't want to order it, so I just got this one instead because I did want to try out the fragrance before committing to an actual big full size bottle. In the event that I didn't like it, it's only $29, or if I wanted to return it, I still could. Not saying I couldn't return the big bottle, but you know what I'm saying. Into a little bit more of the packaging and the marketing for this overall launch. The Kayali team and Mona always does such a phenomenal job at the marketing for their fragrances. It is just so amazing, so beautiful, so top tier, wonderful that I fall for it every single time, but this one was no different. I also love the light pink, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing packaging that this line comes in. Of course, the travel size bottle is just a standard clear bottle, but if you happen to order, the bigger sizes, and I also believe if you order the mini bottle version, it does come in this pink, light pink packaging, and the boxes do as well. Just reading this off of Sephora's website, the fragrance family that they categorize this in is a warm and spicy fragrance family with a scent type of being a warm and sweet gourmand. It does have some keynotes over here that I will read in a little bit, and the fragrance description that they have is that this fragrance features a delightful menu of mouth-watering notes, including notes that are listed that I will get into in a little bit. And it says it's bougie, fluffy, and delicious, and this luxurious scent will linger with sweet temptation with every spritz. Here directly on the back of this packaging, it does list a few of the keynotes. I am going to read the full notes list from Fragrantica, but for the keynotes call out that is on this box, it says freesia, strawberry, pink marshmallow, coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. But for the full entire fragrance list that is listed on Fragrantica, it reads the top notes as freesia, Italian lemon, nectarine blossom, and apple. The middle notes are strawberry, marshmallow, coconut, and orange blossom. And then the base notes are whipped cream, sugar, vanilla, raspberry, musk, and ambroxan. Another thing that I want to call out from the packaging of the box is that right here on the front, it says that this fragrance is marked as intense. Now, I don't know if any of her other fragrances have that, because the only other actual fragrance that I have in a mini size from Kayali is the Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. Actually, no, I have that in the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, and I cannot recall if it had intense on here, but it's saying intense. I don't think is a true and accurate, fair representation of this fragrance. Now, when I first smelled this fragrance in store in Sephora, I fell in love with it. I got a lot of that whipped vanilla fluffiness of it, and I said, absolutely yes, you're coming home with me. I mean, I was buying it regardless of the notes because the notes sounded like something that I would personally like. But now that I've had a chance to wear it pretty much almost an entire day, I went out, did some things, I do have different thoughts on it, and I don't know if I really truly like it as much as I thought I would. First sprayed this fragrance on myself, it came out as very alcohol-like, so that kind of took me back a little bit, and I was like, hold on, what is going on? It starts to dry down. It does get more airy, fresh, like a lot of that freesia is peeking through, at least for me, and the strawberry and the vanilla notes come through a lot on the dry down as well. It does get a lot sweeter on the dry down versus the initial sprays that you spray, so that is something that I think is a plus, at least in my book, because that strong alcohol scent, I was like, girl, don't get me wrong, this is definitely a gourmand scent, but it's not a gourmand scent in the way that you would think it is. This is more so leaning towards kind of like a fresh sweet gourmand more than a warm and cozy kind of spicy gourmand, if that makes any sense. It's not really super comforting and cozy. It is just a tad bit because of that musk that peeks through a lot, but it's not one of those cozy heavy vanilla gourmands. For me, I was expecting it to be more of a warm and cozy gourmand rather than a fresh gourmand, so that kind of disappointed me a little bit. And also the longevity and lasting power disappointed me as well. But at least for me, Kayali fragrances do not last long on me at all. I do always have to reapply them throughout the day, otherwise it will just completely disappear, with the exception of the Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli. That one stays on me literally all day, that I spray it from sun up to sundown, and then it lingers on my clothes afterwards. But this one did not last on me pretty much at all. I sprayed this on myself this morning. I applied it on my skin, on my clothes, and I also made sure to apply it on the insides of my wrist, just because I wanted to see how long it would last on different points of my body. I sprayed it on myself around, I want to say 11:45 ish. I left out of the house at 11:50 and ran some errands, and I will say for a good hour to an hour and a half I did still smell the fragrance on me. It was very vibrant. I kind of smelled it in a whiff if I walked past. It smelled really beautiful, but as the day has went on, it has virtually dissipated to pretty much zero. I do not smell it on my wrist anymore. I barely smell it on my clothes, except for just now because I just did reapply it, but before then I just didn't smell it on my clothes at all. So at least for me, I want to say the wear time and longevity on this scent to where I could still smell it was probably a good, I want to say 3 hours max. 3 hours max is what I'm gonna give it. One thing that I do want to call out with this fragrance in particular is that the strawberry note in here smells very artificial, very plasticky like, which was also a big disappointment as well, because oftentimes the strawberry note in a lot of fragrances across different mediums tend to smell very artificial and fake, and that's something that I personally do not like, because it does not smell well on myself and also in the bottle of whatever it comes in. But that is what I'm picking up from this, which I'm so sad about. It's also what makes me say I don't really know if I truly like this fragrance as much as I thought I would as well, because it just smells fake. One thing I do notice about Kayali fragrances though is that the longer you let it sit and macerate, the better it smells. Particularly I got that with the Vanilla Royale Sugar Patchouli as well as the Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar. I let them sit, came back to them after quite a few weeks, and they smelled a whole lot better. So that is what I'm planning on doing with this one, because I really did want to love this and buy a full bottle, but I'm glad I did not purchase a full bottle just yet, because I do still want to test it out and give it some time, and hopefully if it does smell better, then I will definitely commit to buying a full bottle, because everything about this fragrance, from the notes to the marketing to the vibe that was surrounding this fragrance, was a definite yes to me before it even came out and before I even smelled it. So as of right now, I would say my overall first impressions on this fragrance, I rated a solid 7 out of 10, just because the longevity is not the best. The artificial scent of it is also throwing me off and off-putting. So right now we are standing at a 7, but I do want to share a few different like scent combinations that I think would also pair really well with this scent, considering the notes and the vibe and everything that I get from it. This is supposed to be like a fluffy whipped strawberry type of scent. I do get a lot of cotton candy pull from it as well. It smells just like cotton candy, and the first thing that came to mind when I actually smelled this today was the Among the Clouds scent from Bath and Body Works. I feel like these would pair really well together. They smell super similar to me in my own opinion. If you think otherwise, that's you, but I personally think these smell very similar and they would pair really well together. So do think that the perfume would pair really well with the vanilla candy rock sugar from Kayali as well, to kind of sweeten it up and give it a little more umph, if you will. I think these would pair really well. In addition to Ariana Grande's Pink Cloud, they all give off that super fruity kind of cotton candy-ish note, so I definitely think that this fragrance will also pair really well with it. Switching gears and getting into a little bit of body care that I think will also pair well with this fragrance. How many times can I say pair well? But this one is from EOS. This is their new Strawberry Dream fragrance that came out, or lotion that came out back in the summertime. Y'all, mine isn't even open, but that's besides the point. This would smell really well, or do really well with that, because essentially what I do also get from the fragrance is kind of like a strawberry pound cake scent, also from Bath and Body Works. So the strawberry pound cake fragrance or lotion would also pair really well again with the Boujee Marshmallow. More body care scent that I think would mix well also with the fragrance is from Sol de Janeiro, their Cheirosa 68 scent. I think this will also add like a sweet, nice, fluffy touch to it again as well. And also the EOS Vanilla Cashmere one would fit very well with this one too. I just don't have it with me because it's in the bathroom, because girl, I'll be using it. That is my favorite. Like I said, my overall thoughts on this is rating it a 7 out of 10. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. I'm kind of in the middle right now, but leaning more towards wanting to like it. So like I said, hopefully after letting it sit and probably testing it out with a few different other combinations to prolong the longevity, I might fall in love with it and I might pick it up in a bigger bottle. But if I don't, I'm just going to use up this travel size and then be done with it. I'm also thinking about other combinations to do with this fragrance as well to make it a bit more spicy, in which I'm thinking about trying Eilish, the Billie Eilish in the gold bottle with this, and seeing how that does, because that is one of my favorite spicy vanilla fragrances to wear, especially for the fall and winter time. So I'm thinking I might try that out and see how they do together. I don't know, it might do well, it also might not do well, but I'll try that out and report back on my Instagram and let you guys know how I liked it. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely make sure you are, so that you can get, you know, those additional updates and whatnot if you want them. If not, that's fine. You can keep over here on YouTube, because you know we have fun over here too. Yes, you guys, that is pretty much my full comprehensive review on the new Kayali Yum Boujee Marshmallow. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys have purchased it or if you just smelled it in store, let me know how y'all like it. If you like it, if you don't like it, what y'all think it smells like. Something else that I'm now thinking of off the top of my head of what it smells like is those little strawberry shortcake dolls that I used to play with and used to have as a kid that were heavily scented of strawberry shortcake. It also smells like that too. I really just thought of that just now. But yes, you guys, that is all for this video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked and really enjoyed it, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up and leaving those comments down below. And I will see y'all in my next video. And I'm going to get out of here with my sick voice. Bye, guys.